Back to Sydney for a light welterweight matchup. In the red, Miguel Cotto out of Puerto Rico, actually born in West Warwick, Rhode Island. And he is going up against Muhammad Abdullayev of Uzbekistan, who has been on a roll. Guy who's made the transition from lightweight to light welterweight following the 1997 World Championships. Finished first in the 99 World Championships at 139 pounds.
Abdullayev, in my estimation, the favorite in this weight division. The man to beat. Cotto, only 19 years old, has a win, as both of these men do. They have a win over the United States representative, Ricardo Williams.
Earlier today, Ricardo Williams won his bout. Fourth round stoppage of Australian Henry Collins. Abdullayev at 26 years of age. Married, has 2 children.
Abdullayev has a real pro style. Real strong, compact, always putting pressure on. Only difference, he puts it on behind a jab. He doesn't just walk in. He's usually walking in behind a jab or bobbing or weaving his head. And he will go to the body, Abdullayev. And because of this style, you can see Cotto, what he's doing. He's trying to move, trying to pick his spots. Not stand in front of the stronger Abdullayev.
Abdullayev's corner has already been warned a couple of times to keep the chatter down. And it's Abdullayev on the attack.
We've seen strong, stocky opponents in this tournament that have covered up and pressed real well, but sometimes not behind the jab. Abdullayev usually does it behind the jab. Makes a big difference. Makes it harder for the opponent to pot shot him because he has to worry about that jab coming.
And Ted, a strong opening round for Muhammad Abdullayev. He's on the attack, using his power. Could be a tough go for Miguel Cotto of Puerto Rico, who finished first place in the 97 Pan American Boxing Championships, second place in 98 at lightweight. So he is now a light welterweight, 139 pounds.
You see there, Abdullayev countering the right hand, throwing the right hand over the left hand of Cotto, but Cotto coming right back with his own. Jumping in a little bit there, Abdullayev. And getting kept at bay. Exactly what Cotto needs to do. Keep the stronger Abdullayev outside.
Abdullayev in the blue with the 4-1 edge as the second round gets underway. Similar to several of the former Soviet states, the Uzbek government will pay substantial bonuses to athletes who win Olympic medals. There's the price range, Ted. Gold medals receive $100,000, silver $50,000, and if you win the bronze, $25,000. That's what is at stake for Muhammad Abdullayev.
Most of these countries being very poor, not that that's not big money anyway, but that is huge incentive to these young men. I don't know if Abdullayev needs any extra incentive. His style is his style. Come forward and attack, open up when he gets close.
And he's opened up a 9-2 lead in the second round.
Cotto is just not strong enough for him. Doing everything he can, very game, firing back, but you get the feeling it's a man with a boy.
And it is a 26-year-old against a 19-year-old.
You can see there Cotto turned the shoulder of Abdullayev. Turned him to get out of the rope, to get off the rope. Cotto wants to stay off those ropes. Does not want to be trapped with his back to the rope. There he makes a turn, gets himself back in the center of the ring. Cotto's trying to pull out any rabbits out of the hat he can. He's turned southpaw now.
What's your feeling about a guy like Cotto having his difficulties conventional going southpaw? Does it at times hurt the boxer who makes the turn?
Yeah, two things. Two simple things about that. One, if you're desperate enough, you try anything. And maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll confuse your opponent. But it also sends a signal to your opponent. I got him. He's reaching. He's looking for something.
Dominating second round for Muhammad Abdullayev.
Abdullayev has Cotto where he wants him, against the ropes. Cotto doing a good job moving his head, countering right back. Doing the best he can with the real strong Abdullayev. And there, Abdullayev uses that uppercut very effectively, Mark. And that's what you should do when Cotto leans forward. Man leans forward, bring the uppercut up. Made to order.
Miguel Cotto out of Puerto Rico by way of West Warwick, Rhode Island, looking to be overmatched against the veteran amateur Muhammad Abdullayev. Abdullayev in the blue, Cotto in the red. And a nice left hook by Cotto. Scoring point for the Puerto Rican.
That's exactly what he needs to do. I don't know if he can keep it up. That's what counts, if he can keep it up. But he needs to punch at the right distance, not lay inside with the stronger, older, more mature Abdullayev. Right there, just a little distance. He doesn't have to run, just take steps, Cotto. But he needs to be punching at the proper distance.
Abdullayev with some strong body shots to the left side of Miguel Cotto.
Oh, you're so right. That was a real good left hook to the body of Cotto. And if Cotto has ideas of moving, that might take those ideas away.
We are closing in on the potential of the 15-point rule. If there's a 15-point differential, the bout is stopped.
You have to give Cotto credit. He's southpaw now, doing a good job, firing right back. There's not much give in Cotto. He's coming right back with his own. The only problem is when he's finished, he lays there. Sometimes he stays there. He might pay the price. Cotto's doing everything he can with a strong opponent like Abdullayev. Getting his hands off at the right distance, moving, not staying in front.
And a caution for hitting below the belt called on Abdullayev, but he is 1 point away from this bout being stopped. Well, they will move on to a fourth and final round, and a 17-3 lead for Muhammad Abdullayev. Miguel Cotto will sleep very well this evening. He has taken a pounding to the body.
There's some of the good work of Cotto, but he doesn't get points for those. Unfortunately, in the old days, he probably would have done real well with the judges. But now, with the keypads, a lot of those points will not be registered for Cotto. Did a good job, though. Extended his hands, tried to keep the stronger Abdullayev at bay.
26-year-old Muhammad Abdullayev out of Uzbekistan in the blue. Miguel Cotto in the red from Puerto Rico. And Cotto able to hang in, came up with a scoring point. And then a nice flurry that gets the crowd going.
Very game, Cotto. 19 years old. Good future in front of him. He's going to get stronger. He's going to mature. He's already filling out. He's already growing. He was 132 pounds when he got first place in the 97 Pan American Games, second place in the 98 World Youth Championships. That was at 132 pounds. So now being at 139 pounds, he shows he's going to grow, going to get stronger. That's all he needs.
Mention the victory over American Ricardo Williams. That was last August at the Puerto Rico-U.S. dual meet in a high-scoring affair, 28-22.
Cotto is doing so well southpaw, it makes you wonder if he's not converted from a southpaw at one point. Now he's back to orthodox again. In other words, he may have been a southpaw and got turned around in the gym, and he's just going back to old memories. Most of these young kids, Marv, that start young in the gym, they can go lefty or righty because they play around with it. They're in the gym so young. They do it both ways.
Half-minute left in the bout.
Good defensive moves there by Cotto. Slipping, bobbing, making the punches miss. But he's behind. He needs to make the opponent pay. Not just make a miss. Don't just do the fun part. Don't just do the hard part, I should say. Do the fun part. Punch back.
Well, this one does go the distance. Miguel Cotto was on the brink of seeing the contest stop, with Abdullayev taking a 14-point lead at one stretch, but was able to battle his way back to hang on, although Abdullayev has won by decision.
He picked his spots to fight, Abdullayev, and his strength was the difference, his maturity. Cotto has a good future. Not going to win a gold medal in the Olympics, but it's going to wind up being a good fighter down the road. And here you can see why. He's firing punches, knows enough to step out, covers up real well, just didn't place enough.
The official announcement, Muhammad Abdullayev picking up the decision, and